planet is a world unlike any other. There are billions of events taking place, and the answer for all these lie on science. Science generates solutions for everyday life and helps us to answer the great mysteries of the universe. In other words, science is one of the most important channels of knowledge. Science, technology, and innovation must drive our pursuit of more equitable and sustainable development. Firstly, science helps our understanding of the world around us. Everything we know about the universe, from how trees reproduce to what an atom is made up of, is a result of scientific research and experiment. Human progress throughout history has largely rested on advance in science. Beginning with the plow, science has changed how we live and what we believe. By making life easier, science has given man the chance to pursue societal concerns such as ethics, aesthetics, education, and justice, to create culture and to improve human conditions. Science has absolutely done a great service to human beings. Man, a rational being, has been trained to search problems for environment, and this led to many discoveries being made in different parts of the world. Science is the study of the environment. It includes the study of animals, chemicals, the force, earth, plants, etc. under various branches of science such as physics, chemistry, and biology. Now, what is science? Science is the pursuit and application of knowledge, consequences, observations, and understanding of the natural and social world following a systematic methodology based on evidence. As I said before, there are three branches of science. Physics is a branch of science which deals with the physical phenomenon related to the object around us. Chemistry is a branch of science that deals with the study of matter and chemical phenomenon related to it. In essence, a study of composition, reactivity, and properties. Biology is a branch of science that deals with the study of life forms, in essence, plants and animals. The civilization of the world have progressed to higher rank due to the benefits of science. Science has contributed in endless ways to make our daily life comfortable and easy. Also, it has taken a major role in transportation, communication, medicine, agriculture, construction, and whatnot. Science and applied science-based technologies have transformed modern life. They have led to dominant improvements in living standards, health, public welfare, and security. They have changed how we think about ourselves and how we view in the universe in relation to the world around us. Biological development is one of the most necessary ideas of advanced science. Evolution is maintained by sufficient evidence from various fields of science investigation. It is a chief modern biological science, including the biomedical sciences, and has applications in many other scientific and engineering disciplines. Science and technology are so common in modern society that students increasingly need a sound education in science's core concepts, implications, and applications. Because evolution has and will keep up to the present as hypocritical foundation of the biomedical and life sciences, helping students learn about and understand the mechanisms, scientific evidence, and implication of evolution are fundamental to very high quality science education system. We are celebrating 28th February as National Science Day, and the main objective of National Science Day is to bring awareness to people about the importance of science in our daily life and to encourage people by popularizing the science and technology. Thank you.
In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technology Communication asked the Government of India to designate 28th February as National Science Day, which then Government of India accepted and declared. The first National Science Day was celebrated on 28th February 1987. We celebrate this day in India every year to mark the greatest discovery of the Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman on the same day. Now let's look who is C.V. Raman and what was that stunning discovery which made not only Indians but also the whole world of science proud and amazed? C.V. Raman, in full Sir Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, was born at Tiruchirappalli in southern India on November 7, 1888 to Tamil Brahmin parents Chandrasekhara Ramanandan Iyer and Parvati Amma. He was the second of 8 siblings. His father, Ramanandan Iyer, was a teacher at the local high school and earned a modest income. In 1892, his family moved to Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh as his father was appointed the faculty of physics at A.V. Narasimha Rao College. There, Raman studied at Anglo-Indian High School and he passed the matriculation at age 11 and first examination in arts with a scholarship at age of 13, securing first position in both under the Andhra Pradesh School Board. Then he entered Presidency College Madras in 1902 and in 1904 passed the BA examination, winning the first place and the gold medal in physics. In 1907, he gained his MA degree, obtaining the highest distinctions. He married Logasundari Ammal at age of 19 and had 2 sons, Chandrasekhar and Radha Krishnan. They lived a long and productive life and was active till the very end. While he was a student, since at that time its scientific career did not appear to present the best possibilities, Raman joined the Indian Finance Department in 1907, though the duties of his office took most of his time. Raman found opportunities for carrying on experimental research in the laboratory of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science at Calcutta. In 1917, he was offered the newly endowed Parikh Chair of Physics at Calcutta University and decided to accept it. After 15 years at Calcutta, he became the professor at the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. And since 1948, he is director of the Raman Institute of Research at Bangalore, which is established and endowed by himself. He also founded the Indian Journal of Physics in 1926, of which he was the editor. Raman sponsored the establishment of the Indian Academy of Science and he also served as the president since its inception. He also initiated the proceedings of that academy, in which much of his works has been published. In 1930, he won the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the scattering of light and for the discovery of the Raman effect, and he became the first Indian to win a Nobel Prize in the science. He was also honored with the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, in 1954 for his valuable contributions to the field of science. Now, let's see the discovery which made the world of science in a thunderclap. Raman was every time obsessed with the phenomenon of light scattering. His group in Calcutta began an extensive series of measurements of light scattered preliminarily by liquids but also by some surveys. As a result, Raman was able to explain the blue color observed in the ice of upland glaciers. But analysis of light scattered by a liquid is not an easy task, and much of the early work in Calcutta was done by the visual observation of color rather than precise measurements of the light's wavelength. The violet light of the solar spectrum is isolated with a violet filter and passed through the liquid sample. Most of the light emerging from the liquid sample is the same color as the incident violet beam. Thus, they called it as Rayleigh scattered light. However, Raman and K.S. Krishnan were able to show that some of the scattered light was a different color, which they could isolate by using a green filter placed between the observer and the sample. The advantage of using a visual observer is that several substances can be studied very quickly. In his first report to Nature titled A New Type of Secondary Radiation, Raman indicated that approximately 60 different liquids has been studied and all showed the same result. Some scattered light had a different color than the incident light. It is thus, Raman said, a phenomena whose universal nature has to be recognized. The Raman effect is a very weak effect. Only 1 in a million of the scattered light particles or photons actually exhibits the change in its wavelength. This explains in part why the effect was not discovered earlier. In all of the early light scattering studies, the excitation source was sunlight, which Raman had described as being very plentiful in Calcutta, but it still lacked the desired intensity. The acquisition in 1927 by the IACS of a 7-inch refracting telescope enabled Raman to condense the sunlight and create a more powerful light source for his studies. By early 1928, mercury lamps were commercially available, and he switched to this even more intense light source. Raman knew that visual and qualitative observations alone would not be sufficient information. He methodically set out to measure the exact wavelength of the incident and Raman scattering by replacing the observer with a pocket spectroscope. He ultimately replaced it with a quad spectrograph with which he could photograph the spectrum of the scattered light and measure its wavelength. These qualitative results were first published in the Indian Journal of Physics on March 31, 1928. These are names of some awards honored to C.V. Raman for his enormous contribution to the science world. Now let's go through some of the activities we used to do on the Science Day. Students of the schools and colleges demonstrate various science projects. National and state science institutions demonstrate their latest researches. The celebration also includes public speech, radio TV talks, exhibitions of science movie, science exhibitions based on themes and concepts, watching night sky, live projects and research demonstrations, debates, quiz competitions, lectures, science model exhibitions and many more activities. The basic objective of observation of National Science Day is to spread the message of importance of science and its application among the people. National Science Day is celebrated as one of the main science festivals in India every year with the following purpose: to widely spread a message about the significance of scientific applications in the daily life of the people, to display all the activities, efforts and achievements in the field of science for welfare of human beings, to discuss all the issues and implement new technologies for the development of the science, to give an opportunity to the scientific-minded citizens in the country, to encourage the people as well as popularize the science and technology.
Summer season, drink water and fruits. Winter season, we wear woolen dress, eat hot food.
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmad Najib and I'm from class 3A. Change of matter. Three states of matter. Do you all know what are the three states of matter? Yes, it's 1. Solid, 2. Liquid, 3. Gas. Change of matter from one state to another. I'm gonna discuss about how we can change a liquid to a gaseous state. I'm claiming if we heat liquid or fluid, it will turn into gaseous state. I chose my time when my mama was preparing tea. I saw the milk, the cool milk was boiling when it put on the stove and turned on the boiler. I saw vapor coming out of boiling milk. You see the vapor coming out of the boiling milk? Reasoning. When temperature increases, liquid will change to a gaseous state. We can see vapor coming out of boiling milk. Thank you. Any questions?
Respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Today we are celebrating Science Day. On this occasion, I would like to present some young scientists.
Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in Germany. He is known throughout the world as one of the great scientists. He was genius. When he was born, his head was very bigger than the rest of his body. His mother was very frightened because her son's head was so big. Another strange thing about the Einstein was that he only started speak when he was 3 years old and was very quiet even until he was 9 years old. Einstein was indeed a very strange child compared to the most other children. At age 12, Einstein learned complex mathematics on his own. He was very bored with the simple work at school. He always wanted to learn more and more. So besides learn at school, he loved studying on his own. He read a lot of books that were not in the school course. A lot of people began to think Einstein was very stupid because he did not do well in school subjects. What they did not know, Einstein was so intelligent for the schoolwork they gave him. He loved studying physics and maths the best and loved to play the violin in free time. He became world famous when he came with a scientific formula. Some of the Einstein's ideas were used by other scientists to make bombs. However, Einstein himself was a peaceful man. He talked very much about how the world is better without bombs and wars. He will be known forever as one of the great minds of science. Einstein died on April 18, 1995.
So, before boring you with my presentation, here's a meme. So, moving on. Top scientists in the world: Isaac Newton, Marie Curie, Galileo Galilei, Nikola Tesla, Charles Darwin. Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, 1643 to 1727, was born in Woolsthorpe Manor House, United Kingdom. Isaac Newton changed the way we understand the universe. Revered in his own lifetime, he discovered the laws of gravity and motion and invented calculus. He helped to shape our rational worldview. But Newton's story is also one of a monstrous ego who believed that he alone was able to understand God's creation. Marie Curie, Marie Salome Skłodowska-Curie, 1867 to 1934, was born in Warsaw, Poland. Marie Curie's relentless resolve and insatiable curiosity made her an icon in the world of modern science. Indefatigable despite a career of physically demanding and ultimately fatal work, she discovered polonium and radium, championed the use of radiation in medicine, and fundamentally changed our understanding of radioactivity. Galileo Galilei, Galileo di Vincenzo Battista Galilei, 1564 to 1642, was born in Pisa, Italy. Galileo invented an improved telescope that let him observe and describe the moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn, the phases of Venus, sunspots and the rugged lunar surface. Nikola Tesla, 1856 to 1943, was born in Smiljan, Croatia. Tesla coil, radio, remote control, induction motor, three-phase electric power, Tesla valve, world wireless system, Tesla turbine, telegeodynamics, Tesla's oscillator, violet ray, etc. are some of his inventions. Charles Darwin, Robert Darwin, 1809 to 1882, was born in the Mount House, Shrewsbury, United Kingdom. He discovered a lot as a scientist and naturalist, and, as an author, he impacted science in the way we think about our world. He developed and proposed a theory about evolution. His theory has had far-reaching effects on science and the way we understand life.
Okay, bye!
എന്തോടാ ക്ലോസ്? Hi, I am Mark. This is daylight. This is sun, earth, moon. Sun gives light at the earth rotates for day and light. Baking soda, vinegar, food color, oil. കാച്ചില് ബേക്കിംഗ് സോഡ ഇടാ. ഓയിൽ ഒഴിക്കട്ടെ. അരിമയിൽ ഓയിൽ ഇട്ട് കൊടുക്കണം. ഡ്രൈ ക്ലീനർ ബലൂണിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലിടാം. ബലൂൺ ലിഫ്റ്റ് ആക്കുമ്പോൾ പൊടി അതിൽ വീഴും. ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, ഞാനിവിടെ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഒരു കെമിക്കൽ എക്സ്പെരിമെൻ്റ് ആണ്. അതിനായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടത് ടർമറിക് പൗഡർ, ഡിറ്റർജൻറ്റ്, ലെമൺ ആൻഡ് വാട്ടർ. ആദ്യമായി ടർമറിക് പൗഡർ വെള്ളത്തിലേക്ക് മിക്സ് ചെയ്യുക. ടർമറിക് പൗഡർ ഈസ് ആൻ ഇൻഡിക്കേറ്റർ. The color is yellow. Then add some detergent. See, the color is red because detergent is a basic substance. Now add lemon. Lemon is an acidic substance. Again the color changes to yellow. Thank you.
Hi friends, it's me, Faizan from 7th. Today I am here to show my science project. This is my project. If this house shakes, it will detect and tell. So this is an earthquake detector. Let me try it. Let me show you this in detail. Cut out. The buzzers and batteries positive wires are not connected to each other. One is connected to the screw and another one is connected to the safety pin in the middle. When the screw hit the safety pin, it will buzz because the power of battery is there in the safety pin, and when it hit there, it's buzzing.
When we breathe in, lungs gets filled with air. When we breathe out, air is pushed out of the lungs.